Assalamu alaikum everyone. A very warm welcome to the National Incubation Center's social handle. My name is Babar Mushtaq and I am the Startup Growth Manager at the National Incubation Center Islamabad. Today we are going to talk about Cohort 3 applications. As you all know, NIC Islamabad is currently accepting applications for its incubation cohort and we are accepting applications on rolling basis. So we just thought that we should give you guys an overview of how the application form looks like and how to go about filling it. So in order to fill the application form, first of all, you need to log on to www.nicislamabad.com. And on the website, you'll find a landing page which says apply now. So this is the screen which appears as soon as you click on apply now. So it's a very simple process and we shall be, going through all the steps right away. So let's start with your basic details. That's my name. And then let's say I am 99 years of age. My city would be Islamabad. Then I will move on to my email address. Now make sure that all these information is correct and accurate so that your application is reviewed in the best possible manner. There you go. That's your telephone number. And then you select your highest level of education, followed by are you a female-led startup? So if yes, then you need to click on yes. So in my case, since I'm not a female-led startup, so I'll go with no. The rest of the things, it's very simple. I know you guys would have done that several times on different platforms for different purposes. Now, here is the interesting part, and here is the thing that, that requires a lot of attention from your side. So let's say your startup name is NIC Islamabad. That is just a dummy entry so that you guys could have an idea. Now, startup stage, here we want to understand where exactly you are standing. Are you an early stage startup? Are you at an idea stage or you are at a growth stage? So idea stage startups are those startups that have just a basic idea without any product validation or customer validation. Early stage startups are those who have an idea of their target market. They are probably in the process of doing their product validation. They have an MVP. They know their customer. They're putting together different strategies, and at times they would have some revenues as well. And growth stage startups, as the name say, they are the ones that are ready for growth and the ones that are going to take the push forward through our support. So by this time, you are already making revenue, you have partnerships in place, you have your strategies in order, and then you qualify to be a growth stage startup. So I'm just going to go with idea stage right now. Next, you need to select your vertical. Now, as soon as you see this screen, you need to identify and find out where exactly your startup falls into. Is it a healthcare startup? Do you fall in the deep tech? So, the climate tech, you are part of mobility, you are doing something in the e-commerce vertical, educational technologies, financial technologies, cybersecurity, AI and machine learning, robotics, blockchain, and Web3. So whatever deems fit, you just need to click on that. Let's say deep tech. There you go. Now, if your startup has multiple founders or you have a co-founder, your co-founder details will come here. So if you say yes, then you need to provide us with the name of the co-founder and along with their LinkedIn, and followed by the most interesting part for me, where I would want to understand what problem you're solving. So try to be brief, try to be crisp instead of, writing long paragraphs. We prefer to have crisp information and direct information. Basically, what we want to understand here is how much of homework have you done? How much time have you spent in understanding your target market, the problem that you're solving and the customers and, the conceptualizing of the whole ecosystem. The next one is your total addressable market, and this will be your TAM. And I'm pretty sure the reason for us to understand your total addressable market is to understand where you are standing and how much of homework have you done. Plus, this also shows the scalability options for your startup. How are you going to scale in the future when provided with the right support? Then You have your average monthly revenue. Now, this is only applicable to startups that are in the phase of generating revenue. So let's say if you're an idea state startup and you don't have a revenue, of course, you won't have a revenue stream at that stage. So then you simply need to just ignore this part and write not applicable. So what support do you need from NIC Islamabad? Again, the options are pretty clear if you're coming to us for mentoring and coaching, or you want to come to us for market access, or you are looking for funding and investments, followed by access to top industry leaders and network. Just choose the best one that suits your vision, your motivation of coming to NIC Islamabad. Okay, so in order to upload your pitch deck, you need to make sure that your file size is about 100 MB or less than 100 MB, and make sure that your file is named as your startup name, followed by hyphen, and then your founder's name, your name, the person's name, the founder's name. So let's say in my case it is going to be NIC Islamabad hyphen Babar. So that's how you should be uploading your pitch deck. Have you been incubated at any of the NICs before? Unfortunately, if you have been incubated at any of the NIC programs earlier across Pakistan with the same startup, you cannot move forward with this application. And let's say if yes, you have been a part of any of the incubation programs across Pakistan at the 7 different facilities, but with a different startup, you can fill in your details here in this section, and that will be it. So I am not incubated, I'll say that now. The last part is a disclaimer. As it says, by submitting your application, you acknowledge that the information provided is accurate and complete. The information will be used for induction purposes. So we want to make sure that the information that you're submitting is legit, and you're sharing that under no duress. And this information is going to be used for induction purposes, for our decision making, for the judge's decision making, to understand where you're standing and how we can take you forward. So now we come to the last part, the disclaimer. By submitting your application, you acknowledge that the information provided is accurate and complete. This information will be used for induction purposes. So we want you to understand the fact that all of the information that you're submitting is under no duress, and this information will be used for the screening of your application by the management team of the National Incubation Center Islamabad, and this information will also be shared with the panel of judges if you reach the final stage, the final round. So once you click on the checkbox, you just need to click on submit, and congratulations, your application has been submitted successfully. So it's a very simple process, guys. Go out there on the website, log on to www.nic Islamabad, fill in your form, and get your ticket to Cohort 3.